Hey everyone, it's Gary Enerson. How y'all doing? Hope you had a good week. This week I'm going to do something a little different with the video update. I was working on a Death Star drawing, which I completed. It's not really a sketch card, it's not really a pencil drawing, but it's something I'm doing for a video project that I'm currently working on. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and start the speed drawing now, and then I'm going to give a little bit of commentary and updates and things like that as the speed video is going on. So it's a little bit longer this week, but like I said, it's something a little different. So here we go. All right, here we go. I know I said in the introduction that this is neither a sketch card nor a pencil drawing. Both of those are not true. This is obviously a sketch card. It is a 5x5 sketch card, and it is also obviously a pencil drawing. That is a pencil I have in my right hand. So obviously I was wrong on both counts. Please leave all negative comments below. Send them to me directly. I don't know. I didn't really know what I was talking about there. So this is the Death Star that I drew for a video project that I'm working on, and I will hopefully have for lack of a better term, a pilot episode done before the end of 2015, and I will have it up here on my YouTube channel. All I can really say about it is that it involves a lot of sketch cards. There were some that I did of Darth Vader and a lot of the generals and admirals and whatnot from the conference room scene in the original Star Wars, A New Hope. So if you've been following me on Instagram, I do have an Instagram account, by the way. Just look up Gary Enerson, Enerson, on Instagram, and you'll find me right away. I've been putting pictures of these sketch cards of the admirals and Darth Vader on my Instagram account. And again, it's just for a project that it involves me filming some sketch cards and trying to figure out clever ways to move them around, not necessarily animate them, but move them around a little bit. And, it's a little bit more of the mystery unveiled, much like the new Star Wars movie, as a matter of fact. But that's really all I can say right now. I'm still in the process of putting some materials together for that. I have the sketch cards done, but the backgrounds need to be finished, and I will have those done here hopefully within the next couple of weeks. So there you go. So as always, I want to thank everybody who is subscribed to my channel, who has been watching the videos and sharing the videos. Actually, from what it looks like, I think I lost a subscriber this week, which is always a heartbreak. It just I check it from time to time, and I see people come and go, and there for a while it seemed like people were hopping on board and subscribing to my channel, and I was like, that is awesome. And then one person kind of jumped off, and the number went down, and I was like, that is not awesome. So once again, thank you to everybody who has subscribed to my channel and everything. It means a lot. I kind of put the channel together just for the heck of it, and I've had the channel around, I think, for about 4 or 5 years, and always had it out there. I never really had anything on it. I had maybe a couple of test videos and stuff like that, but once I found out that there were people that were putting speed drawings and stuff like that up on YouTube, I thought to myself, man, that would be awesome to do. So I kind of decided to try it, and of course, Gary E Sketch Cards is still going. This will be, I think I'm coming up on episode 29. That will be out this Wednesday. So, but I like the idea of drawing and creating and putting that content out there, and I love the fact that people are watching. And I do appreciate it. I don't think I could say that enough. I do appreciate everybody watching. The hardest part for me is figuring out what to put out and what kind of programming and formatting, if you will. I almost feel like the president of my own television network, as it were, and in a way, I kind of am. I mean, YouTube is such a unique tool that there is no excuse to settle for, I don't know, bad programming anymore. I mean, if you don't like what's on cable or on television or anything like that, there is no excuse now for anyone to really keep from putting their own content out for the world to see. And I again, I appreciate everybody who's been watching, and I kind of like what I'm doing. But again, as a creator of this content, it's a bit of a struggle for me to figure out, what to put out there, and what formula to use, if you will. I had another series called In the Artroom that I had out for a while, and it's still on my channel, but I kind of, dissolved it, I guess, indefinitely. It may come back. I have a couple of ideas, but generally I think what I did was I basically started the channel. I really didn't have a plan. I just kind of threw videos together and started putting them out there, and this was, I think I'm coming up on my 6th month of being out on YouTube. And, after realizing that certain things worked and certain things didn't, looking at the number of views and things like that, it kind of dawned on me that the shorter content seemed to be what people were more attracted to watching. The 7-minute video, I try to keep the Gary E. Sketch Cards videos under 8 minutes. And I try to, give a little bit of commentary and stuff like that, just to keep it fresh and interesting, I guess. When I first put the videos out, episodes 1 through 3, as a matter of fact, are basically me just drawing, and then there's music in the background. But there were a couple of things wrong there. The first was I was running out of music. I wanted to use kind of a different song every week, because if I used the same music, it would, I think, get boring for some people. Secondly, I felt, commentary was a little bit better. That would obviously change from week to week. I could talk about stuff that's, pertinent to the drawing, and, kind of give a few tips and this and that, maybe a step by step. And that's kind of been what I've stayed with ever since then. The In the Artroom series that I mentioned before was sort of my attempt at doing a real-time drawing or painting or something like that. And for the first few episodes, it kind of worked. I think the first series was a 4-part series where I did a drawing for a contest for a group called the Artcasters, which is a group on Facebook. And it turned into 4 videos, about 45 minutes to an hour long. And what I really loved about that was I wasn't 100% successful at everything I wanted to do. I kind of failed at a couple of things. I kind of hit a couple of roadblocks. And I wanted to keep that in there because I wanted people to see that, anybody who creates, and believe me, I'm no expert. I'm no professional by any means, but, I love to draw, and I think I'm, good enough at it to make a dent, if you will. But, everybody who draws and creates and paints and, everything like that, not everything works out 100%, and, I kind of wanted to show that, I don't want everything on my channel to be perfect, At the same time, it's frustrating whenever, something doesn't turn out right, obviously, and you're on camera. I mean, it's weird because there's kind of you put a little bit of pressure on yourself when you're videotaping and just letting the camera roll. You know what I mean? When you can edit things down, it takes the pressure off, because if something doesn't work out right, you can always, tear it up, throw it in the corner, start again. Or you can just kind of jump cut to, a point after you've corrected the problem, So I liked how In the Artroom had that element to it, the anything could happen kind of element. The problem is that I really didn't think through the content for that show, and that's kind of why I put it on hiatus, was because the last episode was another 4-parter, but it could have gone on forever. It was a painting that I was doing, and it took me obviously more than 4 hours to do. In fact, I think it took me about 12 to 14, which I think would have gotten real old real quick for a lot of people paying attention. So I think what I want to do is I want to get a similar show back on my channel, but I want to narrow the content down to projects that will last maybe no more than 2 or 3 hours, so I can, do a part 1 and part 2 and then just kind of move on. The dream would be to find that balance between two shows where one of them is sort of a shorter run, again, a speed drawing kind of thing that is again kind of down and dirty, and another show where I start a project and real time it all the way through. Again, 2 hours, 3 hours tops, where I can talk or discuss or not talk or whatever. I mean, I know that there's a group of viewers out there who really like sort of the draw along type videos and stuff like that. I'll do it too. I'll watch a video from time to time whenever I'm drawing something or painting something and not recording it. It's just kind of cool to have that. Kind of cool to have that in the background, I think. But the key there, the real problem for me there, or challenge, I shouldn't say problem. The real challenge for me there is finding something to work on that is long enough to appeal to somebody who wants to see an hour-long video, but yet be entertaining at the same time. So picture's changing here real quick. Real quick side note, because I had to put spray mount on this drawing, and you always got to put spray mount on the drawings. First off, when you're done with them, so they don't smear all over the place. But secondly, when you've put a lot of graphite on a drawing, because you don't want it smearing around. I guess recapping everything I've gone over so far today with the update. Again, I know it's a long one. Thanks for sticking with me. Gary E. Sketch Cards, new episode will be coming out this Wednesday. Again, look for the secret video coming out before the end of 2015, including this Death Star and a few other sketch cards that I've done. I will be putting together maybe a couple of drawing videos where I just sort of turn the camera on and go. But I need to plan those projects out a little better than I think I have in the past. So have some patience, and I'll try to get those out there as soon as I can. I'm also in the market to get together with a couple of artists and try a hangout. Try one, either a Google Hangout or something like that, or some kind of video casting or something like that. Kind of like what the Artcasters have done, kind of like what some other artists have done. The key is going to be getting in with the right group of people, and not only putting content out there that's enjoyable for everyone, but interacting with artists that where we all kind of like each other, I guess. And not that I don't hate anybody that's out there. I guess I've never really talked to anybody that's out there, but yeah, I'm up for that. So anyway, that's the that was kind of weird, I guess, Barrett. Anyway, so that's the update this week. Take care. New Gary E. Sketch Cards on Wednesday. Like and subscribe. Leave a comment below if you have any questions or anything or any comments. Please leave a comment, and I will see you next week.